All right, it did not lie. We've got underway pretty quickly. Starting off in the pistol round of Cash, that's Hellraisers' map pick here in this best of 3. We'll certainly see Inferno as map 2, and if we need it, we'll get Dignitas on Cobble, which is always going to be fun to see. But into this pistol round now, we've got all Kevlar on all players of Dignitas. 4 for Hellraisers, but it is Stiko that has gone in for a smoke, and maybe Questone trying to play some sound shenanigans with that decoy. We'll see. As the smoke will go out, and it's retake on A. Surprise, surprise. We see it so often from the CT sides. So the bomb is going to be going down here.
I think this doesn't favor Hellraisers as long as they don't get a kill. I mean, they're kind of forfeiting map control, but they do have a main still. Dignitas are fully prepared for this, however. Now we're moving in. I think are relying on hitting shots a little bit.
Oscar causing them some trouble here at Forklift. Angel peeks out, and they're being dealt with. Dignitas hitting those one-taps. Here we're going to move into quad. He sees the shadow first, and that allows him to react even quicker. And now on the bomb, Kirby, oh my gosh, body blocking, but just hitting 6 shots.
Wasn't even that well planted for A main, actually.
No, it wasn't.
No.
It was that dumb, like, I'm not actually planning default, but you can defuse from default position plant. I have yet to figure out. Did you ask anyone about that in your interviews? Because so many teams do it, and it just doesn't seem to make any sense.
The only reason they plant there is because if you plant default, like tucked in, you can't exit without being exposed to bomb wall.
Yeah.
So it's like a safe plant that you can exit from. So it doesn't actually help you if you have a player in A main, but I mean, unless you can see the wire and you can nade them or something like that. But yeah, but they don't plant there for A main. But when a team goes for retake like that, you really have to try to push to get kills because they're so confident about the fact that they can come in and take the site, and they've done it so many times that you shouldn't feel comfortable just because you get the bomb down and you have 5 alive. And we see that. We see why.
I'll take that. Seems like a reasonable answer. I'm not content. As Tensky up here on the red crate, knows one got the Forklift, but Angel with the CZ, also using the CZ and T side. We got like a Launders out here on the battlefield. 3-on-3 right now. They're blind hand over face, but they've remembered the code. They've punched it in, and the bomb has been planted. Oscar at Forklift. Tech 9, 1-tap. And what M4 is this? That is a good question. I think that's Bullet Rain. Is that Bullet Rain?
That's another one. Bullet Rain's blue and what red? Oh, Config actually gets down. And
wow.
They managed to find all the kills.
That's all Oscar.
Ironically, Hellraisers is using more smokes and a more elaborate take on A site on their second round force up than they did on their pistol, which they only used 1 smoke for, but that's probably because they were anticipating being able to get the bomb down for free. I mean, I think some of it comes down to hitting shots. Dignitas, I think if they stayed alive and had 5, just like they did on that pistol round for the retake, for like the long haul retake where it comes down to the last like 10 or 15 seconds, they would have had a better chance to win, but instead just try to trade out favorably while defending A semi-aggressively, kind of like 1 foot in, 1 foot out of the door situation.
Put your left foot in.
That's the song.
There we go. Apparently that M4 was called Daybreak. And there were some expletives, and then followed by the word casters after that. Thank you, Twitch chat. Make me feel good about myself.
Know your skins.
I thought I did. I guess not. As we've had a Juan Dig, I think. No, sorry. 0 has killed MSL, and now the bomb for Hellraisers coming out A main. Seiko at the door, trying to transfer that spray up to Kirby, who's still on the catwalk. Fire all over this Forklift. And Angel peeking out and lining them up. It's actually Oscar that will get that second kill, but it still looked pretty sick from Angel's perspective. And now Tensky. Will we find a Juan Dig on the round at any point? It doesn't look like it. He's already been shut down to critical HP. And Stiko is just one-tapping the angle. No chance for Tensky.
He knows that ang. That's a vac. Hellraisers come away with another round. After hitting A 3 times in a row, they've hit A so far. I'm going to be trying to collecting info on patterns of attack from Hellraisers here on the T side. 3 rounds at A, 2-1, 1 lost. Dignitas now are going to be... Oh, did they actually try to counterbuy? I didn't realize they did.
Yeah,
I think they had armor, but just not very good guns. And now have to just full save config, the only one with the flash, and this is the full eco setup. And this is like so much better, I think, even though we don't see Hellraisers really set up to hit B. Just grouping for ecos just makes way more sense than trying to go ahead and split up and do a default as if you have full guns and grenades.
I liked at the when we were in the nationwide arena when a team would stack a site like this, but maybe crowd is, I guess in this case, cheering for Hellraisers, and like as soon as one player would walk into A, the crowd would just start going nuts.
Yeah.
What are they cheering for? It's like, oh, I see, they've avoided the stack. But it was confusing all the players because, of course, you can hear the crowd a little bit, you know, in terms that they're making noise, and like everyone immediately just starts checking every corner. It's pretty funny.
Yeah. No one can tell if they're the one being spec'd.
Yeah, right. That's the hard part. Everyone just starts checking every corner, turning around, looking up, looking down, trying not to get knifed in game.
I like these smokes. There's one at truck and one on highway, as opposed to one on the cross. That allows people to rotate in. And we got 4 players from Dignitas. Obviously, stacked B.
They will come away with the kill onto 0. Can they get onto the gun? Oh, gonna find Oscar. Where's the help? Where's the help? Config I thought was right there, but I guess he had moved around. He wanted to go into the, you know, the B hallways and come out through mid-main. Or maybe found a kill and got away with the gun. But it still would have been difficult. All of Hellraisers were exiting that way.
You're getting roasted for calling that a bullet. That's funny.
Whatever, dude. There's stickers all over it. All I could see was like a cloud. I'm like, clouds rain, right?
Great. And now Dignitas are going to be buying up. No head armor across the board. Angel's got this UMP. The reason people keep the UMP on versus rifles quite often is because it just does so much damage to armor. It's pretty similar. The issue is that you just don't have much range. But apart from that, it's not bad. Mid control is taken. Vents are mollied. And a lot of pressure being put on B right now. But mid control is taken 5v4. Very good round for Hellraisers so far.
Yeah, Questone just flew over the boost. I know MSL botches that pop flash a little bit, blinds himself, and then in the confusion, you've got Angel coming through the vents with double kill with the UMP. And that was just looked like a big mistake, misfiring over there in checker room for Dignitas. They've paid the price, and it looks like it'll be Hellraisers leading 4-1. Rubino posted up here by the truck. I'll find Angel. Can he get out of here? He does. But their locations are known.
MSL with the NA flash. It didn't actually affect anything, but the Angel coming through vents. Mid control being taken in 5v4 is like a recipe for disaster for CT. So Rubino later, dude.
He fell off of the catwalk pretty hard, and I mean, where do you expect people to save? But in here, nice little underhand flash and a turn.
Uh-oh.
Wasn't very effective, but either way, they'll still bring him down.
Angles get much harder when you're elevated. Can't really tell where the head is coming from or on what plane. Now Dignitas, in such a tough spot, ended up forcing one round, having 2 ecos now, including this one, and Hellraiser's doing a really good job there, going fast mid versus what they anticipated to be a semi-low buy. Not entirely low buy, but not enough for head armor, which we saw the take advantage of in a big way.
They're not going to do too much to Tensuke as it explodes overhead. 0 being patient. We saw Hellraisers get rewarded for their patience so many times on Dust 2. And this is certainly a round to do it. You know the economy is going to be really rough. You just killed 2 people that were trying to save their guns. And they await on the CT aggressors, and they chop them down. Then Rubino fighting back will come away with a kill onto Angel, and he grabs that UMP. Molotov in trying to make Oscar give up an angle. Can't quite get the shot as he moves in. And Stiko is ready to get them as they retreat back out of A main. Missing that first shot. Could have been dicey, but he finds them both anyways.
Strong start. And now the Dignitas will have the first time we'll have they'll have this much money. Hellraisers have to consider that as well. That they're going to have a lot of money. They can decide to op if they want to. Wow, they're actually going to not.
You can op if you want to.
And wow, they're really not.
Is that not a song yet?
Only one kit as well. I wonder why they're doing this. They have money on many players for kits, but are deciding only to get one. I wonder if it's something they talked about. Kits are very expensive. I mean, no small price to pay.
$400. But who needs kits anymore now that you have 40 seconds to retake? I think that actually, it seemed like that did have an effect.
Sure, yeah.
On because this is the first major with that being in the rule set, right?
Sure.
I swear I only saw like 1 defuse, not have enough time. As Rubino taking a lot of damage, I'm not even sure from where. Oh, I guess someone had wrapped around already. That's going to be Angel, who quickly turns around and then looks up to the catwalk to bring down Kirby. And Hellraisers have just been explosive here on Cash. MSL trying to retake. does actually find 2, but Zero's there for the cleanup, and Hellraisers maintain an advantage, and then we got on Fig. That looked funny on my screen, just like crouching across the open and getting opt out by Oscar.
Well, they got destroyed. Versus the A take once again. It's been so many rounds at A. The first rifle round went towards mid, and they got their kill there, and then they hit B kind of. I mean, they kind of got their kills before they even needed to plant the bomb in that situation. Dignitas tried to just lock it down by hitting shots and couldn't do it. And it makes me wonder what they're missing from their hold. Here they're going to have kind of a broken buy. They're going to pick up the op and put it on Rubino, who didn't really exactly have an A spawn per se, but is just going to be opping the back A main passive-aggressively, with from Toxic.
Oh, dude. So Toxic.
The most passive-aggressive opper.
It would be pretty funny to be passive-aggressive while playing Toxic. That all kind of fits in line. As Tensky and MSL each coming away with frags, Kirby has fallen, so it's 4-on-3 right now. Oscar seems to have this angle. There he goes, smoke as it dissipates. He's able to spot MSL, takes the shot, hits it. So we've evened up to a 3-on-3 right now.
Now they still have the op at A, and they have actually 2 players here, so they're banking on it being an A hit, but Hellraiser's making a smart decision to bring the bomb over towards B, and Oscar hopping out mid to try to catch rotators, I assume, is going to make it seem like it's going to be some type of A pressure or highway pressure, and oh, there 1B guy goes down, and suddenly a situation where he might just consider saving.
Hellraisers have been the team to chase though, right? Like, they haven't let them save anything. Look how much money these guys have. 12.6k, 10.5k, close to 10k on another person with 11,000. Like, so much money. They planted the bomb. After a little time, ticks off the clock. I would be very surprised if Hellraisers don't leave the B site like that out of hell.
Yeah, I mean, 2v3, they don't exactly know where Dignitas are, but as long as they don't get caught off guard, they really, really do want to find these guns. They don't know Rubino does have an op, but any of their guns, they know it's going to affect them so badly. And it looks like they're starting to fully creep out of the site.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think another question might be, do Dignitas know where they are? Because they've just been getting straight Brutal Savage wrecked here on that A site.
Hellraisers is making some good rotations, some good decisions about where to go in the first place. Picking A at the right times, picking mid at the right times. And in that situation, I think Dignitas got the opening frag, but they still couldn't keep the momentum going.
Seven to 1 now. Op gonna come out on Rubino, actually. So this could be interesting. And where is he going to be taking it? Rubino's over at Quad Box on A. Got support there from Tensky, as well as Kirby, who looks like he'll be the player to slide A if needed. And mid is more or less given up, right? It's just Kirby from that highway position. We're short, playing it. Beautiful flash going in, but MSL taking forever to get that first kill. Finally does and comes away unscathed. Nades now starting to go in. They know that MSL's there, and he's able to even safely cross back. And 2 Molotovs were actually used on his previous position, so MSL's got to feel like Success Kid right now. Oh, now one goes in, forcing him to move forward a bit. Kind of playing musical positions within Checker, but now he's moved back into a position they might think is clear. And that's got to send Hellraisers going the other way.
Oh man, that's kind of crazy that MSL was able to stay alive after getting that first kill. Config didn't flash for him to cross back like until so long, and they didn't ever manage to trigger him. Kirby at mid though gets taken down, and now it's 4v4, and they have the opportunity to go back to A. So this is suddenly looking like what could have been a really good round from Dignitas is now a lot worse, but at least it's Oscar and Stiko to be very low on HP.
Time is getting low, but it's Angel that even things up, and they're going to go back to A. Smoke down at the forklift. That's going to force both players at the truck. Actually, all 3 players at the truck, realizing now they're not really in the best position. Zero going for information peak, will pay with his life, and actually Config coming away with another one. And who was out there in the middle? That must have been MSL. Yes, it was. Gets the kill on the lurker that was out there. So pretty clean round and some heroics by MSL over at the B site.
Mm-hmm. You know, the Hellraisers are picking the right sites at the right times. They're going back to A. Like in that situation, A was clear. They just took their time clearing out because they wouldn't expect no one to be there, but Not even able to get the bomb down in that situation, just getting picked apart immediately by Dignitas on the hard rotate back to truck. Which seemed like a really kind of rough being that far outside the site in that situation, but they made it work, and now it looks like Hellraisers are going to go back to what I think what they are regarding as a full A take. Just one smoke, I think, catwalk, and then one cross smoke, and that's it, 2 squeaky.
MSL has the op, and he's going to push. He's got so much information already. It has been going A quite a bit, so he's going to push through with confidence. Smoke now waylaying Hellraisers, caught up in the squeaky door. It looks like Angels got out to the forklift. Zero's trying to cross, but Kirby going to shoot him down from the sky with, was it a bullet rain? I think he had. It's a meme now, as Hellraisers will be forced to back off, but they have deposited, it looks like Angel, again, still out there at the forklift. Oh! That was so funny from Oscar's perspective. He will get the trade, but he did watch Questone get brutally murdered before his own eyes. And now 3 people in mid actually make it 2, as we see that rotator, that was pull off, that was config, going from Z connector into B now.
I want to say that was quite a poor execute from Hellraisers. They let the smokes dissipate, they didn't get outside of the site, there's really no one to defend them. But, oh, Angel gonna find a kill on catwalk onto highway, and I think he saw another one. Oh, it doesn't even matter, finds that frag anyway. Now it's a 2v2 from what was a 4v3.
Kirby from behind out of A main, he's gonna bring down Stiko. And now it's just Oscar. He did get that bomb planted. What can he get done from this position? He's so low, just shooting through the wood box. Not big even gonna pull out that that royal blue USP. That thing is so sick.
Pretty sure that's green helium.
Oh, right. Oh, I forgot I'm colorblind. So there we go. What color are the CTs again?
Their color of the sea.
I'm pretty sure that's kind of green. I guess depending on where you are.
Florida Sea. That round could have gone either way. I mean, Hellraisers, like, the only thing they didn't smoke was catwalk, but they didn't clear anyone coming up catwalk, even though, like, that's very common for people to rotate up there. And they gave up the first frag, but still managed to kind of bring it a lot closer than it should have been with Angel getting 2 frags. Ooh, B-main cross smoke is thrown, but config is already out by the box. Will he see anyone there to attack him? No. This might entice him to actually push after seeing all these nades being thrown at B, outside of B, and him here as well, knowing that they aren't grouped.
So will he decide to push through again? He actually has support here this time from config. They're gonna throw a smoke. And smoke down on highway. Did you actually? Whose smoke was that? Did you catch that by any chance? I'm gonna guess it was maybe a CT smoke? I don't know. It seems like it could potentially make sense from both perspectives. Like if you're not covering it and you know people have got mid, then put the smoke down there. But it's Rubino from quad that's got Questone. He didn't run up on, but he will turn and bring down Stiko. That's his second kill of the round. Kirby finding his first. And now config on the rotation out of P. Well, one of those bullets in that spray just getting Angel as he decides to peek a little too wide.
Well, they do manage to seal it up again. I think Hellraisers are starting to lack explosiveness on their hits. They were a little bit more quick about getting out on A site in the earlier rounds, and now are I guess getting shut down or losing an opening kill, and then just slowing down way too much. Though because they saved up so much money, still have enough for another buy. Economically are on pretty even footing with Dignitas. However, in the round differential. Shows that Hellraisers have almost sealed up what could be looked at as a very good T-side half on cash. They just want like a couple more rounds at least. Getting the opening kill once again at 0.
Yeah, that's going to be massive. And Stiko spotted a man up there. It's going to force Tensky to jump off the catwalk. Can't really risk re-peeking it. Eventually take higher ground, going up even on the railing, but now missing those shots. Drops off once more. Rubino in sight. Into that A main, shoots down Angel. There's no trade coming out, so it goes back to a 4-on-4. Config still patiently taking his time over here at B, just playing out in CT by the tree. So many rhymes. Not enough time. Didn't even mean to do it. As Zero on the wood box goes over and Config. I mean, that's maybe a kill he should have had. He had some time to get it, but he was the lone B defender. Now Hellraisers gonna have full control. Plant against that back wall for Checker. Oscar and Zero just need to get into those better post plants, and we've even got one lurking. That's Stico elsewhere on the map, out in mid main. Pretty common spot,
rotate. But yeah. Then the superior rotate wins for Hellraisers once again after kind of testing the other site with a lot of grenades. They cause enough rotates, and then we see 3 players from Dignitas saving this because none of them were close enough to come in. And if Config was able to get that kill or delay a little bit longer, then maybe we would have seen a different round play out. Potential opportunity for a retake 4v3 situation where Hellraisers don't get in the site. Instead, as a solo man, you do have the responsibility to get those kills. But ultimately, it's because Hellraisers picked the spot where Dignitas were playing more lightly. I made them pay for it.
Oh man, Rubino's so blind. Will he check it? He was working his way over there, went for that corner on the right first. What was that? 2 guns. It was 2 AKs that were able to be preserved for Dignitas, and that'll be 2 AKs, and I think each of them bought M4s to drop. So a full buy should be coming out for Dignitas, but if they lose this one, they will be very, very broke and quite reset on the loss bonus. So this is a big round for Hellraisers to... I mean, off of this, they get double digits in this first half.
Yep. Basically, Ming Lee. Going for the reverse boost.
Double bomb flash?
It's no good.
Well, I mean, it did back one person off, so I guess if anything, it got them the map control. But they did not really get the information that Zero was there.
No, tends to be try to push Shroud.
Always the risk shooting through that door. Everyone knows the angles on both sides at this level of play, so if you're the first person to shoot that shot through the squeaky door, you can be the first one to die. Oscar up over the boost, just missing MSL as he slides over to sandbags. Kirby playing the white box, so they do have crossfire set up there, and I don't even know where Angel's getting shot from, to be honest. But he was taking damage. And Zero's going to take Config out of the B main. That's rough. Oscar opens up middle with a kill onto MSL, and it's not looking good for Dignitas. Going a man down. Kirby's trying to keep pop flashing over this white box. He peeks out, but it's Questone that'll take him down, and a fire to boot. That'll cremate him. That's Rubino and Tensky left up for Dignitas.
Wow, Dignitas are not firing on all cylinders right now. Config going down quite often without getting a kill. Their solo site holds are not very fruitful at all, and are getting caught on rotations quite often. And Hellraisers is just also outshooting them and outplaying them. Not something I thought I'd be able to say about this team or this matchup.
Hope that Config has a lot of spare mice on hand.
Yeah.
I know I do now. Could be bad. I need to get rid of them before I'm like, you know what? It would be okay if I smash my mouse.
Did any of you guys go to the major? Did you see us?
You're asking the chat, right?
Mm-hmm. This isn't a TriCast, Helium.
What do you... It's always a TriCast. Me, you, and Twitch chat. What should they spam if they were at the major?
Hashtag MLGCS major.
There you go. That's a good one. Someone says I saw the tall launders. Well, I'm tall too.
That's true.
Pterodactyl says, unfortunately. Wow. That's
what?
Rude. That's rude.
Oh, it's pterodactyls?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Tensky out here.
On my face, but now it's gone.
Wow, dude. So the CZs, the armor, some utility coming out for Dignitas. It's not looking great for them as Questone will take that first kill. MSL trying to get on that counter boost, and it looks like where? Oh, okay. For a second, I thought he was in the squeaky hallway, but no, he was pushing that smoke, trying to get up in the boxes in A main. But Oscar too patient. Hellraisers overall today, like the patience they've had is so good. Lounge Gaming could get nothing done on their force ups as Hellraisers are too patient on the terrorist side, and we've seen it a couple times, even in this one as Dignitas, you know, in a bad spot with their money, try to get aggressive, and Hellraisers too patient.
To be honest, I don't think that Dignitas only having 4 rounds here, or you know, them maybe not getting the next round is indicative of them losing. Like I think they'll be super good on T side, but Oh man, they don't even have enough money for a goodbye here either. So let's say
Yeah.
that Hellraisers go ahead and grab this round. They know that Dignitas are extremely low, so they can play the round out slowly, bait the grenades out, and then just push into a site. Even if they, do their full A like late into the round, you almost certainly won't see Dignitas stacking it. And Hellraisers have done a great job picking the right sites at the right times. But yeah, at 11-4 half, I mean, it's going to be very, very difficult. With a pistol, it honestly could change, but you don't want to have that much pressure put on you to win a pistol ever. And wow, there's 3 quick fills coming out for Hellraisers.
Pico just decapitating people there. Will they find a third? Nope, Kirby's able to move in with the Deagle, get a couple body shots in. Drop 1 player. Not sure it'll be enough. It looks like Hellraisers should have that 11-4, and the bomb is starting to swing. Actually, is it? It's, ooh, Kirby, very nice headshot onto Angel jumping out of that Z connector, but with that kill, the bomb now is going to be sent through the vents and into the B's site. Hasn't crossed yet, and Config was able to take up a position. He gets forced out because of a Molotov, so he tries to drop off and move forward, make the play, but gets shot in the face, and Questone, still lurking, brings down Kirby. 11-4, first half for Hellraisers.
Yeah, if you look at kill distribution, we see that like Dignitas actually have gotten more kills than I think it...
Indicative of some close rounds.
Definitely. Best way to put that. The scoreline shows that this should have been more like a 6-9 half or something like that, but Hellraisers were getting Dignitas to save quite often. They won. They were afforded quite a few ecos as well. But yeah, have a really good spot right now. I mean, where Hellraisers aren't going to be bad themselves on CT side. I mean, Oscar will have a lot of freedom to move around. Like, this isn't a map where if you pick a spot to op it, you're kind of stuck there, or you're stuck in that area. On cash, you can just go at the back of Z to A, go to quad, go out to B really easily. Go for opening picks on every lane, all 3 lanes, mid, A, or B, and including a picks that you can make it squeaky and just have a lot of presence. So you should have no problem moving around just like you did on T side.
3 lanes, Launders. What is this, Dota?
Yeah, we got 3 lane maps in CS2.
We Dota now.
We got a Mirage, Dust 2,
Shoddy,
Cash.
safe lane carry or feed.
Say again?
Safe lane carry or feed. Never mind. You never really played Dota, have you?
I did. Safe lane, carry, or feed. I've never heard that. So, yeah.
They're very advanced terms, Launders. Coming from someone who used to cast Dota. As we're into the pistol, it'll be 3 Kevlars for Hellraisers. Utility and a kit there on Stiko and 0 with the kit. 4 Kevlars for Team Dignitas, and it'll be MSL with the utility. See what they can get done with that, as Hellraisers have gone for a big presence over at mid, and it looks like Dignitas might be doing the same exact thing, but a little bit later. As Angel in the vents and Oscar beneath that boost could actually get very dangerous. MSL has already got it. Oh, they're going to go running up into the boost! Oscar below. It's gone 1 for 1 out here in the middle, and Oscar taking it away with 2 headshots. So that's 4 on 2 right now, as I think it was MSL that got into the A site uncontested, but then did go down. I'll even it up a little bit more as Rubino gets a kill onto 0, but is it going to be enough? We'll need to find 1 more, and he does. Headshot onto Oscar. Very nicely done. 2 on 2. A retake in effect now here on the B site. Both of them on the site, though, not able to get out. Tensky moving in. Does take down Eco. And Questone is the last one up. Already hit 2 nice shots. Taking some Glock damage, but it's Tensky who's lower. Going for jumping shots? What is this? They're going to run up the headshot ledge. It looks like he will. He's already jumped into the site. Tensky's still just taking his time behind the wooden box and does finally come away with the headshot. Dignitas to win the pistol.
Wow, well played. And Oscar getting those 2 kills just makes me mad because that was like so ugly how Angel like ran up to him on the boost and then tried to counter boost by just jumping on his head like right away, making so much noise. When Dignitas could have been defaulted and like behind boost listening, but I thought that that's when the round fell apart. And I was also wondering why they were so close up there. Maybe they had planned to do the counter boost right away, and Angel was late, so that's why he ran up, and that's why Oscar was sitting there in the first place. Because typically, why would you put a USP in a position where you're going to be really close to Glocks that come around a corner when you could just have them farther back and not have to.
Well, he was
sit
in
at
the
mid.
vents initially, but it was unbroken because they got there from B.
Oh. Yeah.
The squeaky door opens awkwardly from behind Questone. Molotov's going into his position. Yeah, I would say he'll be very, very lucky to get out of that with anything, and it's Config that'll take him down with the UMP, and he's looking for some more spotting. I think he will have realized there was at least 2 players at the truck, seeing both of their heads.
That was 2 before, actually, huh?
Yeah. I think the boost ended up just being desperation at that point, right? Or
No. That was like right in the beginning before they executed.
oh, you're talking about when they're on the site, yeah. So you're an angel just trying to get some exits. Nice little crossfire. Not one that will be that expected, I guess. It's kind of a weird angle. I mean, you expect one of these positions, but there's not both. And of course, Config will just deal with it perfectly. Nicely done. Config expects both.
Yeah. Kinda, sorta. Dignitas get the 6th round. That pistol, I wonder if that's going to come back to haunt Hellraisers. That was a pretty big loss. They got to get their minds off it, though, because they have such a lead going for them.
Yeah, I noticed the casters said Easy Dignitas 2-0 have disappeared from the chat. That's backed off. What up?
Hey, 2-0 in some capacity, I think.
Yeah.
Is the point. Ooh, everyone at A. This is a deathmatch.
Yeah, but one team actually has weapons. That team was Dignitas. That wasn't just obvious from the kill feed.
Yep, I mean, it was the right idea there. But the thing is that A main box gives you like a really easy way to get away from everyone else. And sometimes that flash works out great, sometimes it doesn't, but you pretty much have to come away with like the first 2 kills right away. And then couldn't do it. They only have 1 to show for it. And it was from the man who flashed himself. Pensky actually has a P90 on T side. Interesting.
Yeah, I wonder how they will use him for that. MSL's going to try to get out in middle very quickly by himself, and what a flash! That second kill onto Angel, who's just trying to help. Now they're going through the vents, and MSL is just tearing them apart. The captain of the team taking matters into his own hands right now. That smoke that went down, that's giving things away. Position was immediately known that Oscar was in sight. Config cleans it up, and it's just Questone. And it's Tensky, ultra long range with the P90, pulls out the P250. No, back to the P90, gets it done. And now we'll have a P90 again against an echoing Hellraisers.
I just realized that smoke that he throws off the wall into A main is so that it can stop the. I didn't realize that that's how they were stopping the boost molly. You throw that smoke that lands on the steps in A main, and it blooms through the wall, and then you can't molly boost. I think he's gonna
so the
throw
terrorists are throwing the smoke.
Yeah, terrorists are throwing the smoke. I don't know if they'll do it this round.
Yeah, I saw Fallen do one as well, where he like lined up a smoke that landed on the little scaffolding that the CTs would counter boost up on, that also extinguished mollies, and then even gave you some cover to boost up and take a position on the boost. That was pretty cool. Whoop, Questone opening the door, saying hello to Tensky, just barging into the house, and turning around with this M4, getting 3 kills just like that, and in a full eco, Hellraisers just dominate it as a Questone.
Are you serious?
The man possessed that round.
No
He's 20 and
armor?
12. No, actually, he was the one guy with armor.
Oh, he had half armor. I'm like,
But
no
he never got
way.
shot anyways.
Yeah, unreal. What the heck? And you know the funny thing is, they saw his shoulder pushing up the squeaky. It's a little bit easier for us to see with X-ray, but you could definitely see his shoulder. They just didn't notice. What a round! Holy smokes!
Yeah, that one will be in
Holy cow, Helium.
Stone's resume. Holy cow, indeed. Tensky gonna... I'll take Stiko down, who was being super aggressive.
Yeah, I think they assumed that Dignitas were going to go fast mid and forfeit a lot of map control, but didn't actually use that many players to do it, and they ended up pushing everything. And Tensky looking for a fight. Questone though.
Don't fight that guy.
Yeah, he'll fight him.
Tensky, you can't
He's
handle
like,
Questone.
I just got 4 kills last round. I'm looking for an ace.
How long does that adrenaline, the pump up adrenaline last from that 4K like that, you know?
I'm not sure it helps though. It just makes your hand shaky if you have like a huge round.
That's true. It really does. There's no game like Counter-Strike when it comes to adrenaline.
Ooh,
StarCraft is close, I think, but
this is rough. We got Dignitas, MSL, and Config walking up into B. Super sneaky like. And oh, is Zero actually spotting this? No, he's spotting the lower push. Oh.
Dang, went a little wide. Could have maybe just got that kill while standing still, but then peeked out to the man up top. Rubino gonna run through, takes down Angel, extremely blind. And it's gone into a 2-on-2. Questone trying to get a couple through the walls there, but it's not working out.
What was MSL looking at?
I don't know. That's all up to Rubino now. He'll have to come away with the triple. Behind the box, he's done a little bit of damage. Looks like it's winning out. Everyone getting low. And yes, Rubino does find it, living on 3 HP with the 3K on the round.
That's huge. Huge round. 9-12 now. One more round, and Hellraisers might have to... Ooh, will they have to save? They got 2 players with 20... No, they're not going to.
Launders, it's Hellraisers.
Yeah, I forgot. My
yes.
bad. Not unprepared caster confirmed. Rubino's super good. When you see him play the 1v1s, you're just like... That came close, yeah, but he always edges them out. 5 players towards B. Versus this force up. Only 1 player here, 0, to eat a flash. And someone's in his way. Does he know?
Well, it's hard to tell sometimes if you are being so body blocked up in those smokes. He's gonna get out. And
oh, the bomb!
He brings down the bomb. It was Kotick that was holding that. Stiko finds MSL holding out in a corner. And it's just very, very weird because it seems like the CTs are the ones taking B for the first time in this round. The terrorists are already in it. What is happening? Things are rather reversed over here, but it's Kirby, last one up, and it looks like Hellraisers will be finding that lucky 13th round.
That was such an awful round. Oh my gosh.
Yep.
The bomb got flashed and decided not to push in with all of his teammates pushing in, which is why everyone needs to be on the same page about what's happening. Like, you just got to keep going. And if he did go through, that would have been perfectly fine. I mean, they could have picked up the flank afterwards, but after the bomb gets dropped, you know, comms get crazy, and they're like, oh, well, we gotta go, you know, go back and get this bomb, and someone comes out of vents, and someone pushes through CT because they're on an eco, and then it all falls apart, but, wow. Just by 0 being in that smoke with a 5-7 and a flash or something, just took everything down, took everything apart. Hellraisers win another round that they really shouldn't have. I mean, it shouldn't have been that easy, at least. They did force up.
Yeah. They did have a stake in it, but it went down quite awkwardly. 0 in the sight. Great flashes here from the CTs to slow down Dignitas. Everyone was blind out there in open water. Man of the sight was 0. He was only able to come away with 1 kill. Angel got 1 other in the cross, I do believe. It's come down to a 3-on-3 with the bomb being planted. MSL already, is he in checker or blue tarp? Either way, it's a decent post-plant position, and you got Tensky out there in B main. And yeah, MSL is at blue tarp. And they should have the information that they're all coming from the CT side, because Tensky has felt no pressure from the flank. And he's actually killed the first man already. May have spotted the other one, and a fadeaway AK spray through the smoke takes down Oscar, and Rubino, who was, I think, the man in the site, gets that last kill on the Questone.
Yeah, Questone actually up to 21 kills, just continuing his killing spree. Dominance, sure, yeah. From Dust 2, where he played really, really well. It was kind of the question mark, I think, for us, if we haven't seen him play. But Hellraisers are not through the thick of it yet. They are still going to have to deal with, first of all, being on this eco, and then the fact that Dignitas are winning most of their rounds, and the only 2 rounds they won, where one was a force. That was a total mess by Dignitas, and the other one was a eco that Questone, from this position, got a 4K on.
Not gonna work this time. Tensky's like, alright, I've been here before. Maybe they won't expect Angel, but it won't matter. MSL sees Angel playing at fence. We'll take him out. And yep, Hellraisers trying to do what they can with these pistols, but it doesn't look like it's gonna be much. So where does this put their money? Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be good enough to buy up going to the next. Stiko might be a little poor.
I mean, no, they're not that great. I mean,
it's not great.
He's only gonna have 30 something.
Angel has enough that it looks like he can buy an op though, if they want to drop it over to Oscar.
Yeah, they're okay. I mean, well, they're almost certainly gonna force Stiko, and Quest will maybe farm us up, if anything. It's still gonna be really tight though. Now Oscar's gonna have this op, but he hasn't been having insane impact with the op, and it feels like Dignitas is doing a good job of avoiding him. I mean, they've just gone B straight up a couple of times, and it's for the most part worked out really well. I'm gonna follow him around, Oscar that is, for a second.
Probably not a bad idea.
He's typically someone who finds the caster. You know, he finds the observer.
Wait, what? He's shooting at us?
No, he's always there where the action is.
Yeah. There goes for Oscar Rish. Well, NSL is going to bring down Questone, who tries to get pretty aggressive with the pop flash through the smoke.
The best way to default to a main push is you have one person all the way back and the one person by the box, and you're literally holding for a pop flash like that. So they had the exact perfect response for what Hellraisers just try to do.
Dignitas will continue to be patient now, expecting Hellraisers to have gone a man down and try to do something crazy. It's not happening. Oscar over at Fence at A. He's the only player really peeking anything right now. Stico's out in middle, Angel's at Forklift, but he's moving. And, oh, okay, there's Stico going down. Config with the pretty sick one-tap, but Angel over the white box, peeking out in the middle, then completely blind from Kirby's flash as he pushes through the smoke. That's nicely done, and they're still looking. Oh, just there they go. They spotted Oscar, but with the knock, close quarter combat not working out. And whoa, auto director incredibly on point. We'll see the Kirby kill over there at the Z connector as well. Where has this auto director been my whole life? Seems to have done actually pretty well today. Whoa, Launders, run! I guess that's why Launders is not talking.
Trying not to.
Getting quiet.
Gotta keep quiet, you know, gotta keep my head down, my hood on.
I like when you and Vansili are both on TeamSpeak and like you both talk and you hear the same siren from like a different perspective through both of your mics.
Yeah, he lives downtown Toronto, as well as I are with me.
That's pretty funny.
We're close. That's funny. You thought Canada was safe. You were wrong.
Yeah, you were wrong, apparently. All I ever hear are fire trucks and sirens from Launders' mic. And garbage trucks going beep, beep, beep very, very loudly.
Their rotates are on point.
The garbage trucks?
All of them.
Oh, there's no way Hellraisers win another full ego round.
Another one.
Alright, it's starting to get back to sanity. Gone big, man.
So
falling and just brutalizes Zero's face. Man in the sight still, will it go unchecked? It doesn't seem like it will. Tensky, you know, shooting at everything pretty much. And now it's all in Questone.
I gotta ask, did Hellraisers ever stand a chance? I'm kidding, it's not over, but it's looking really good for Dignitas, who now have a ton of money, have won, like, again, the only runs that Hellraisers have won are a force up and a Felico, which I think is just Dignitas' fault. And you know, a hero play from Questone. I can give him credit there for sure, but that's not looking good for Hellraisers as their like default's not working and their op isn't going, putting in enough work, and they don't really have, they don't really set up well enough, it seems.
Oh, Angel actually getting some damage on a player trying to push out the smoke. That was MSL. Now Angel very blinded. What? MSL through the box. Did see Angel jumping, but very surprised that he comes away with a headshot there. And, you know, everyone on the same page. Molotov goes over to Sandbag, so mid is cleared out without really putting themselves in too much danger. So Dignitas have got the man advantage here in round 27, one where they can actually take the lead for the first time since the pistol. What is happening, Launders? Do I need to turn the news on?
Someone is getting saved.
Holy crap. Did Drake just drop a new hit single? Is that what Canada does? Are they coming for Dignitas, who might be stealing away cash? Or not? Hellraisers with two sirens in the background. It's getting real. Zero needs a fireman. Come and save him. We just got Molotov down at the checker box. Tensky full blind over the headshot ledge. Kills Oscar. Stico on the catwalk in B. Maybe some people in this server do need to be apprehended as Tensky finds one more kill. He's left in a 1 versus 2.
That's a vac. And
he's got the bomb.
Oh, he's not gonna check man? Oh, no one's there actually to spot him. 20 seconds. This is suddenly very winnable. Everything's just being forfeited just to allow him to plant. And he does have a Molotov and a flash. That's really huge. That's really huge. How's he gonna play this?
We'll find out. Planning very safe and behind the box. I try to move out. Like he's still maybe expecting someone on the flank. You see him checking out main. Questone's going to heat things up with that Molotov. Flash goes in as well, and he's trying to slide over to that first box, but he's caught out in the open, and it'll be a team effort. Stico getting the kill, Questone on the assist. And a 14th round for Hellraisers. They won't lose their lead.
I think he would have been... Maybe he didn't expect to have that much time to play that, but I think sticking in default would have... Well, obviously after that Molotov, this is a situation where everything, you know, in hindsight is 2020, but I guess was assuming there would be at least one person coming from B main, in which case you could isolate someone in CT or get that kill, and then, which is your goal on the 1v2, is to try to get one kill and then get the other person into a 1v1. But since they both came from CT, it ended up, I guess, being a bad read on his part, but you got to take a risk and you can't actually know how they're going to play it.
All going to move up into A main. It's Hellraisers with, looks like, pretty heavy mid control. One in Z, one at white box, and they boosted one into the vents. That's going to be 0 there, Oscar and Checker. So that's the B setup we're seeing from Oscar's point of view. There will be Dignitas heavily focused onto that A bomb site. We've got Questone here in quad, supported by Angel. Going to be over on the electrical box, actually. Might even jump up to the hut of Highway. We'll see how he plays it from there. Smoke's going out. Angel extremely flashed and actually had a Molotov in hand, trying to keep them at bay. Questone pulls back a little behind quad, so ends up dodging a flash and coming away with a double kill. Gets denied the triple. It's Rubino that gets in there for the headshot. Config goes up on the catwalk, takes down Stico, and Dignitas looking to get tied up here, 14-14. They've got a 3-man post plant. Hellraisers with a 2-man retake.
Oh,
you do
man.
the math. And it's Rubino out the doors. MSL getting Oscar at Toxic.
Oscar is missing a little bit. I mean, I put him to a really high standard because it's Oscar, but he's missing
It's
a
hard
couple
not
of...
to after Dust 2.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard not to after just like every other match that he plays. But he's missing a couple of shots. I don't think he's too happy about that. Setting himself up nicely, but then missing. And Dignitas hitting their shots, getting those entries. I mean, they kept that pretty simple. They just had Tensky go squeaky, throw a smoke out, and everyone go out A main and try to hit shots, and it worked out. And now, wow, this round's actually worth 2, or at least it should be. Hellraisers. Oh, in a situation where they're kind of counter boosting. Made so much noise, however.
Was that Kirby that shut down the counter boost? Yeah, it looks like it was. He killed Oscar, then 0 got him. Now the people in A main that stopped that push are going in for more. Config and not one to let go of Mouse 1. Just keeps on shooting. Tensky with the last headshot there from Squeaky over the Toxic Barrels on to Stico, and it will be Dignitas maybe stealing this away in the final moments of map 1.
Surprisingly enough, Hellraisers just not wanting to go to OT at all, deciding to force up on that round when they would have had a very decent buy this round. And well, not guaranteed OT, but had a much better chance at OT. And now just kind of have 2 crappy buys. Where they have a bunch of kits. I don't know if that was worth it. Should have probably got a lot more nades instead of the kits that they got, but each his own.
Don't be a loser,
Mikasa is
Launders.
Tsukasa, right?
Buy a diffuser. They didn't want to be losers. I think that's it. As very
ironically enough.
Very delayed boost up onto the box, but I guess they were able to do it quietly enough. Some Deagle shooting going on to maybe even mask what was happening there. So they try to put Questone in that powerful spot. He does have the spammable gun in the 5-7, so maybe it'll still work. But if Dignitas are able to sniff out what's going on in the A site, they just, of course, will not go there. They're still playing it very slow.
Looks like Dignitas are going to just delay mid, assuming there's not going to be a stack here. And so we're going to have a Molly event as well. Rubino's over towards B. I wonder if this means they're going to try to split B right at the gate, or just look for kills in mid and then wait for Hellraisers to make a mistake.
Yeah, it seems like they are looking for the kills in mid, but there's nothing to find. A nade goes over from Stico, and that'll hurt Config and Kirby a little bit as they were holding up behind vents, but now they're going to hold. They're expecting, all right, a nade went in. Maybe the push will come, and it's Angel trying to find a 1-dig, but can't quite do it. Kirby still standing his ground. Man below and Checker, that's going to be Oscar, and he's taken out. Can't even put up much of a fight. Stico on the site, and 0 going to be pushing a smoke once more. It got them a couple rounds at B. Well, I guess it was on the other side of B. Questone up top with a 5-7, does come away with 2, using 16 bullets to do it, and then 0 pushing the smoke, finds the face of Config. and time is getting very, very low. It's all up to Tensky right now. He doesn't have time to plant. He's got to kill everybody, and he can't do it. Questone coming away with a triple, and that's OT. Somehow. That's
Somehow.
OT.
Oh my gosh, it's actually going to OT. Wow. That's surprising. Hellraisers made a good rotate back to B. They read the situation pretty well. I mean, maybe Dignitas took a little bit too long to set up, gave him too much respect, trying to clear out every single angle, but you know, maybe if they didn't, they would have paid for it. So, wow, Hellraisers actually bring it to OT. Honestly shocked.
Yeah, I gotta say, I mean, Hellraisers, having played a previous match of this, and they did look very good against Lounge Gaming, came into the first half of this map pretty warmed up, and I think Dignitas might have come in rather cold. But we did see Dignitas start to do a little bit better towards the end of the first half, and certainly when you started off the second, and I think in OT, Dignitas should be able to close this. Bold prediction.
That's I think that total of in regulation, like 4 of all the rounds they won. Yeah, it was 11-4 half, so they had to win 4. They won at least 3 of those were force ups. I can't remember if the other one was as well, but
You're talking about Hellraisers on the CT side?
I'm talking about Dignitas, the rounds. Oh yeah, Hellraisers on the CD side, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, in the second half. I mean, one of them was definitely... Dude, what in the world? I'm just gonna just leave the sirens on. I feel like I've realized there's a massive lack of like siren emotes on Twitch because no one is spamming anything relevant. Like
we got Vac Police.
Do we have
emotes.
Cop Car emotes? Vac Police? Yeah, I see some people trying to get that one out.
Some racist emotes.
Yay Cash. Po 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 po. 5-0. Are there deagles? People can maybe spam deagles. I don't know. All I'm saying is I'm disappointed in you, Twitch chat. Generally, you're very creative. I live to see what you can come up with.
Look at the Dat Sheffy with the police. That's funny.
Oh, the what was the VAC badge was pretty good. Law VAC or whatever.
Wow, nice shot from Kirby. One check box.
Yeah, they don't know
unknown.
yet.
Yeah.
And at this point, they're like, all right, you know, we haven't been shot at from that position for so long, so surely it's clear Zero could be in the round-winning position. Angel certainly is not, as MSL moves back into Sunroom and takes him down. He was trying to get the flank through middle. Bro, still sitting back in here. I mean, he's the one with all the nades right now, and nothing is working out. Maybe he's waited too long. No, here he goes. He finds 1 and 2. Make it a third, perhaps, running out of bullets, and then A1S pulls out the USP to find a third. But Kirby from in sight. I mean, at that point, it was pretty much a 100% win for Dignitas, but Zero with some flashy kills.
Tensky's entry was insane on headshot after they got the flash in. I mean, they got the optic to open it up, but trading him out and then Tensky hitting that headshot was crazy. Zero had a really good spot, too, and they did almost come close to winning that retake. It technically was a 1v1, even though it was a 2v1 for a brief moment.
Yeah, and Zero was out of bullets in both guns. Could have thrown the knife. If only. That's overtime, so that means 10k to start. Even after a loss, Hellraiser still has the money. Zero will knife a window and also spot. See that someone was out there. You can't jump again. Okay, he jumps. And not as close to the window. Doesn't reveal himself. That could have been risky. MSL getting the first kill out here in middle. He's pushed up to the white box with Config, and they had help with the man on the boost. I believe that was Kirby. So 3 players in mid for Dignitas to take the control there. Stiko and Questone have already fallen for Hellraisers, so they're 2 men down.
I think one thing we've noticed from the major is that this game is becoming more and more T-sided every day. And it's no surprise that people are having a hard time winning CT rounds. On Cash, you know, you should win some of them, if not most of them, but the overpass become T-sided, Cash become T-sided.
Why do you think that is? You have a theory?
Nope.
Nice.
I actually don't. Oh, it might be because the amount of time you have in a round, I'm not sure, but...
Yeah, it maybe could be those changes coming into effect. I mean, what was that, 10 seconds added?
Yep. Yeah, I suppose it turns out that more time in a round means more well...
And then also at the major, there was 5 seconds of freeze time added as well.
Really?
Yep.
Wow, I didn't know that. Ooh, wow.
Wow, Angel with a really nice double. Maybe there's still a chance on this round for them. He's picked up that AK, and he's got the shot on the Kirby. Hellraisers will keep it a neck-and-neck battle all the way through. Thought Dignitas was going to take their first, I guess, an OT sizable lead of 2 rounds, but no. It's 16-16. We're neck-and-neck.
Insane shooting from Angel on that retake. Wow. Super well played. Nice shots.
So.
And actually, Hellraisers, because they actually have a couple of bombs.
It was costly.
Yeah, it was costly. That bringing it to 1v1. Even with the OT10K. Basically, not losing the last round, but losing 4 players means that this makes this expensive.
Yeah, you don't make any money. You don't profit on the CT side unless you have 3 people alive. The rebuying is so expensive, and that doesn't even go into maybe having to rebuy an op, as that gun is more expensive. Pensky playing with the door, fiddling there, and taking some damage through it, but throws a Molotov out. Actually missed it. You saw it bounce, I think, in front of the forklift. MSL waiting patiently for Stico to push through, and Dignitas, they appear to be in control of this round. As I say that, of course, Quesdown pushing a smoke, gets one, turns around, and is denied a second one. Config shooting through some seams. Finds that frag, and it's Oscar trying to retake with an op. 1 versus 3. Wow. Woohoo! He actually hits him too. Kirby lucky to be alive. He's down to 17 HP. Tensky on 2, and it's Config on 100. It could potentially be the guy to watch. Oscar has switched out. I think he knew that he's done the damage. He's going to go for the AK now. Imagine he does this with 3 different guns. He taps the bomb, waiting for Tensky to peek, but Tensky had that headshot angle already set up for Oscar to be crouching, and hits the shot.
Yep, and Dignitas do win 2 rounds. The other round that they lost, that might, I mean, honestly, that means that, like, considering how the halves were split, that T's won basically 2 rounds for every round that the CT won, or more, a little bit more. That this OT getting split like the way it did means the Hellraisers have a chance, I think, on the T side to seal up 2 rounds. I mean, again, they did have an 11-4 half to start off with, getting 11 rounds on T side, and then just kind of threw it away. So,
all right, well, here it is.
For double OT.
What did I want to check? Yeah, definitely potential here is Hellraisers quite good on that T side, but I think that was at the time when Dignitas was maybe not quite warmed up, having not played a best of 3 before this like Hellraisers had. I can see it go differently. And for the boost, it'll be Oscar to go up on top. Looks like Kirby might have a very, very well-timed nade. Boom, down to 47 HP just like that is Oscar. Still, oh, Angel! How did he know? Did he heard the? I think he maybe heard the flash drop on the ground and just started shooting. And then Oscar takes Tensky out of the white box. They've been fired at from Kirby, so they're pretty sure that he's at sandbags. And yeah, now they're like 100% sure that he's at sandbags. Molotov going to go in. Oh, but it's Rubino who slid over from A to come back to white box. He's going to bring down Angel. And it's Hellraisers with the man advantage as Oscar, some sniper support. Bradley Cooper up there on the boost. He's found 3, and now it's all Rubino. And the bomb is making its way into B site.
Wow, Oscar just offered up kills there just by being patient. And, ooh, doesn't get the 4th. Oof. Too quick as Rubino gets that headshot, and now has a 1v2 on B site. Uses all his utility right away, and will have to run through his smoke. Don't think he expected to see this one. Zero also has a Molotov, which makes this round incredibly difficult to win. I don't think it's possible, but because it's OT, he's going to go for it.
I was going to say, because it's OT, you might want to save. Like, the CT side still is very costly.
True.
And he's here on the site. Maybe... Oh, is he going for the ninja of ninjas? Oh, he's been spotted out now. 0.
That would have been a crazy
play. Too aware.
That would have been a crazy play if he actually made him think that he was saving. Yeah. But no reason to hang out very close to B main unless they want to chase. Is another decision. And you know, Hellraisers win that first round. If Dignitas lose this round, as you mentioned, they're going to be so poor that they're going to have like a complete force up 5-7, maybe half armor, less kits, less grenades. And so they really want this, otherwise. Hellraisers just take it in this half, or it goes to another OT?
Yeah, 19 is the number you're looking for. MSL here in checker. Thought? Oh yeah, never mind. It was Zero that was back there, and he made in Sunroom. Door opens, and Stiko is pretty fortunate that the aim was a little to the left, because he could have taken a ton of damage, possibly even died. Rubino was aiming just a little over one way or the other. Kill the man on site is Rubino on A, Tensky there as well, but it's Zero who comes away with the kill here in B main, and on the retreat out is able to actually escape Config. Gotta be hating himself for that one. And on the jump across, Oscar, he doesn't miss, man. Hits that shot, but it's just into the foot. That player's still alive. Tensky and Kirby each finding a kill here over in that ace site, and that's going to slow things down for Hellraisers. They're going to back off, even sending the bomb the other way. Oscar trying to get some spam through the wall. Maybe someone was at forklift. Not the case, and it's Rubino. Oh, the smoke was down there as well. Made it hard for Oscar to see, but Rubino coming away with that kill. And now it's up just to Zero and Questone, who are taking it slow. Very slow. 20 seconds, though. They're going to have to do something soon.
Yeah, they're hoping for the CTs to get spread thin, but they can just play 2-2 sites, and there's no real reason to rotate more than that, so Hellraisers is just making it hard for themselves to get it out. And not having a smoke to cross is a big issue for them, too.
Yeah, time in
for just a headshot though. Oh, that's good damage, but Quetstone didn't get the memo. There was a man on highway, and he gets the kill. Dignitas come away with the round, and now leave themselves one away from being able to win.
OT 0, 6 of 6.
Triggered.
I told Valve.
Tell them the story.
Oh, I mean, I just noticed it because it happened at the event. I mean, I've known about this bug forever. But I noticed it actually happened at the event, so I went up to Vitaly and was like, yo, like, OT 0, like, it's always OT N-1 in the last round of OT, and he's like, I just noticed it. I'm like, awesome. Please fix. It's like, we'll see. Like, no! I also got my own console config made, or console command made for the event.
Mm-hmm.
So
what was that again?
It was to clear the, so if you switch off of a cameraman or switch off of auto director, it puts something in the chat telling you that you went off of it. And we didn't want that in the replays for when I would like take it off the cameraman to capture a replay. So he made a command to turn that off. That was amazing.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, Zero with that double spray down moving into checker. And that's made this a game potential for OT2.
Yeah.
Oh, but Kirby stop. As I say, potential. There is none as Kirby gets one on the cross, and it's a 2-on-2, Zero down to 7 HP. That's good to take down Oscar, and Zero trying to arm up that bomb. Money not going to matter here. It all comes down to the clutch situation, 1 versus 2. He's actually going to have to end up with the ace if he wants the victory here, but Tensky is just too quick, and it will be Dignitas taking cash. Took him a while to get going, but they finally did. The win 19-17. Oh, Tensky with the BM.
They take them a while to get going, and they do close it out. They win the first map. They win the pick of Hellraisers. They go into their choice, which is an Inferno, and they go in probably feeling pretty relieved because they threw that 30th round in regulation, wherein they were going up against a 4-spot where Hellraisers stacked the wrong site and still lost it. So now I think are going to be feeling pretty good. They always have, and they still have Cobble to look forward to. So it's just gotten really ugly for Hellraisers real quick. 11-4 half, pulling out OT, losing an OT, going into your opponent's map pick.
Yeah, I mean, Hellraisers are no scrubs on Inferno either, but Dignitas, I mean, they've been working on it for a while. It seems to be a pick they like to go to, as, you know, right? They showed the world and all the teams that they crushed on Cobble how good they were at it, so they were never really allowed to play Cobble. So you got to start working on other things. And Inferno is one of them. So we'll see how it goes in Map 2. You're watching CEVO-Gfinity Season 9 Pro League. I'm Helium. You can get me on Twitter at Heliumbrella. Launders here at Soar Launders. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with Map 2. Stay tuned.